Stars overhead, turn my head and I caught you by eye for the first time. My life to serve, look no further, I'm finally found something to hold on to. I couldn't believe it, I couldn't see it, for someone to see me like you do, and over and over anew, seen and known. It started with you.
So Tyler and I met a few years ago.
Yeah, for me it was love at first sight. For Corina, it was just sight. But after a number of years of just being friends and hanging out, I guess eventually she came around.
The rest is history. I don't know. I feel like our story is so wild and so unique, but it's really beautiful. My favorite thing about Tyler is his desire to learn more about me and more about how to love me. I feel like he always keeps me on my toes and guessing, and I really appreciate how he pursues me, and I've never been pursued like he pursues me.
Favorite thing about Corina, she is the kindest person I know, and she is very, very thoughtful. She knows what people need before they do.
There are so many things. I love his smile when he actually smiles, not his cheesy smile. I love the way he interacts with people, his heart for people. I love, again, just the way he pursues not only me, but God before me. And I love the fact that he's gonna be a dad one day. He's gonna be the father of my children one day. I love him so much.
What do I love about Corina? I love her smile and her heart and her love for people. This feels really crazy and surreal, but I'm excited and can't wait to marry you.
Tyler, I love you so much, and I cannot wait to walk down the aisle in just a couple hours. I can't wait to see you. You're here and you're outside, and I just can't wait to go hug you and to just embark on this next chapter and this next journey together as one. I am so excited to be Miss Goins, especially as a teacher. I cannot wait. I'm just so excited to see you and for what God has for us in this next chapter of life.
I couldn't believe it, I couldn't see it, for someone to see me like you do, and over and over anew, seen and known. It started with you. Couldn't believe it, I couldn't see it, for someone to see me like you do, and over and over anew, seen and known. It started with you.
Tyler and Corina, you are surrounded by family and friends who are here to celebrate with you in this memorable and special day. For this reason, we are here in the presence of God to join you both in holy marriage. Marriage is designed by God to bring the ultimate in happiness and personal satisfaction. The basic guidelines are that you put God at the center of your life, the welfare of your mate second, and yourself last. Who gives Corina to be married to Tyler? Tyler, you may get your bride. Marriage was instituted by God himself when he said, "It is not good for a man to be alone." So from the side of man, God created woman to be his friend and companion. Not out of his head to rule over him, not out of his heart to be trampled by him, but out of his side to be equal with him, and under his arm for protection, and near his heart to be loved. God said, for this reason, a man will leave his father and mother, and the two will be united, and they will become one flesh, in Genesis 2:24. Guys, today, marriage is a leap of faith. And after many weeks and even months of planning for Tyler, this has been years that you've been waiting. I think since Corina was about 12. Sorry about that. A lot of planning. And this beautiful celebration has all come together, weather included. Maybe not exactly like you thought. But you know what? You guys are meant to be. The most important detail about this moment that you guys are here together, as long as you both shall live. I know you both have put much planning into your marriage. You've read a lot of books. You've gone through a lot of mentoring. You went with mentoring couples and some counseling and all that, which has been awesome. You put as much planning into your marriage as you have this wedding. But just like your wedding today, your marriage won't be exactly as you planned. Knowing you two, you guys are probably already have planned out your finances. But I'm telling you that something will come up. Something will happen that'll change what you thought would happen. You've both made plans for a family someday, but your children may not arrive on schedule or as you imagined. You both have made career plans, but you will need to adjust those plans according to how God directs as you develop and grow as people. Both of you will find your needs and expectations changing over time. And as that happens, you will need to step out in faith and make new plans. Today, you take a leap of faith. You have excellent reasons for believing you belong together. But you do not have guarantees. Instead, you stand together about to accept on faith the challenges of creating your future together. Hebrews 11:1 says this, "Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for." You marry in faith that God has called you to live as one. You promise to be faithful to one another in big things and in small. Your constant faith in Jesus and in each other will give form and substance to your beautiful hopes, the beautiful hopes you have for your future. Hebrews 11:1 continues. It says, "Faith is the conviction of things not seen." And unless you're an unusual couple, at times your marriage won't look anything like you envision it today. There will be times when you won't feel the love you feel today. In those times, guys, you must look for evidence, for reasons to hang on to in the same faith that brought you here today, the conviction that God has called you together. Marriage begins with the leap of faith that says, I do, before an unknown future. Marriage is about being full of faith or faithful to one another. Faithfulness respects each other's ideas, keeps each other's secrets, guards each other's dignity, and honors each other in public and in private. Faithfulness is built on thousands of acts of trust and trustworthiness. In such faith, you will find the fulfillment of all the hopes you have today. So with that said, Tyler, will you take Corina to be your wedded wife, to live together after God's ordinance in the holiest state of matrimony? Do you promise to love her and comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health? Forsaking all others, will you keep yourself only unto her as long as you both shall live? If so, answer, I do. And Corina, will you take Tyler to be your wedded husband, to live together after God's ordinance in the holiest state of matrimony? Do you promise to love him and comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health? Forsaking all others, will you keep yourself only unto him as long as you both shall live? If so, answer, I do. Tyler, repeat after me. I, Tyler, take you, Corina, to be my wife. And I do promise before God and these witnesses to be your loving and faithful husband, in plenty and in poverty, in joy and in sorrow, in sickness and in health, as long as we both shall live. Corina, repeat after me. I, Corina, take you, Tyler, to be my husband. And I do promise before God and these witnesses to be your loving and faithful wife, in plenty and in poverty, in joy and in sorrow, in sickness and in health, as long as we both shall live. You know what these rings symbolize, but they're an outward symbol of an inward love. And these rings are in a circle deeply symbolic of an endless love, a love that will be tested over time like the rings you wear. But because you guys walk by faith and are followers of Christ, you know where to take your burdens and fears. Because his love is steadfast and true, you can be sure that if you keep him as the head of your home, that your love will remain steadfast and true. So Tyler, take Corina's left hand, her left finger, and repeat this after me. Corina, I give you this ring as a sign of my love and unending devotion. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Take his ring, place on his left fourth finger, and repeat after me. Tyler, I give you this ring as a sign of my love and unending devotion. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Tyler and Corina, inasmuch as you have declared your willingness and intention to enter the holy state of marriage with each other, and have declared the same in the company of God and your family and friends, and have given these rings to each other as a symbol of this commitment, I pronounce you husband and wife, whom God has joined together. Let no man dare separate. Now, as a sign of dependence upon Christ, the first act as a married couple that Tyler and Corina wanted to do was participate in the Lord's Supper. So we're going to give them a moment to do that. Well, now that you guys have put Christ first, you may elbow bump. Oh, wait a minute. You already shared a cup. So, Tyler, you may kiss your bride. All right. For as much as Tyler and Corina have consented together in holy wedlock, it is my privilege to introduce for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Tyler Goins.
Like when I close my eyes and don't even care if anyone sees me dancing. Like I can fly and I don't even think of touching the ground. Like a heartbeat skip, like an open page, like a one-way trip on an aeroplane. It's the way that I feel when I'm with you. Brand new. Like a young John Cusack, like making big mistakes. I feel like for the first time in a long time, I am not afraid. I feel like a kid. Never thought it'd feel like this. Like when I close my eyes and don't even care. Brand new. Time will always try to make us. Time will always try to make us. You remind me what I used to know. Like when I close my